I want to lose some weight. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to spend an hour or two doing cardio. How many times have you heard people say that? Especially girls. You know, I just want to tone up a little bit. I want to lose some weight around the waist, around the hips. I'm just going to go to the gym and I'll just do 2 hours worth of cardio and I'll look mint after, 6 months or so. So they keep doing cardio. And forever you're hearing them complain about cravings, complain about the food. Oh, I've been slacking off on the diet, blah, 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 blah. I ran yesterday. I ran today. I cannot believe what it's done to my appetite. I want to vacuum everything in the house. When I eat the kids, eat the wife, eat everything. I'm constantly eating. Ever since I ran yesterday, I've felt like there's a bottomless pit in my stomach. Now I'm thinking to myself, man, all these poor women who are going to the gym doing cardio to lose weight, they are getting it completely wrong. Opposite. They're doing the opposite. If you want to lose weight, this is what I'm thinking like on the back of this experience. If you want to lose weight, just do heavy ass singles. Heavy ass singles in squat, bench, and deadlift. When I do that, it is so freaking heavy, so little volume, you're exhausted, there's no appetite, you don't eat. At least that's my experience. I know we're all different and somebody will have a completely different result when it comes to this. But for me, since I ran yesterday, I don't know how many calories I've eaten, man. But I've said to my wife, I'm like, man, I might blow out to freaking 110 kilos in the next 6 months. If I continue to run like this and lift like where I am, I'm eating like a maniac. Why that is, I am not sure. Maybe it's a new stimulus and the body's like, whoa, what's going on here? Eat. But I don't, generally speaking, I never have this kind of appetite. What I've changed yesterday is just added some running. And I'm eating like a maniac. I remember back in the basketball days, when I was a scrawny little kid, I used to eat a lot, but I would have nothing on me. I would have nothing on me because I was developing, I was growing like, teenage body. Now, if I have an appetite like I had when I was 16, that's a problem, man. Like, I don't want to be a fat dude, man. So I don't know whether you guys have had similar experiences to this, but the whole day today, I'm kind of in the gym and I'm doing my thing and I'm keeping an eye on people. And, everyone comes into the gym for different reasons. You got a guy in the left corner over here who's here just purely to lose weight. You got a guy over here who just wants to be a bro and pick up chicks. It's a Saturday night. I want to go pick up some chicks. So he's working on his biceps, shoulders, blah, blah, blah. It looks pretty good. Bodybuilding. He just wants to look big. Then you got a girl over here who's 10, 20 kilos overweight. She's doing heaps of cardio, trying to lose all that weight. So there's all these assumptions that people, if you want to lose weight, you do cardio. If you want to put on muscle, you do weights. So if you do singles, you're putting the most amount of weight. If you're doing a lot of cardio, you're losing the most amount of weight. I don't think it's related like that. I really don't think, losing weight through the form of steady state cardio is the best way. From my experience, I don't know, maybe this will stabilize over the next few days, weeks, and I'll, stop eating. But yesterday I didn't do that much work. I squatted, worked up to 180 for one in the front squat. I did some push pressing, 5 sets of 5 triples at, I think 80 kilos it was yesterday. And that was it. That was the end of my I did a back off set with front squats at 100 kilos for a set of 10. That was it. And at the start of the session, did 500 meter run. At the end of the session, 500 meter run. It wasn't even a long freaking run, man. I mean, I'm trying to ease into it so I don't snap myself. Got home and I'm like, where is the fridge, man? I need to eat the fridge. So I don't know I don't think I've spent a lot of calories to warrant this much food going in. So I don't know whether this is just like a shock effect to the system and now I'm kind of like trying to stabilize. Obviously, we've been talking about it in the comments with you guys, the poison is in the dose, right? If you look at a marathon runner like Kipchoge, the guy's a freaking gaunt looking dude. Like he's got no muscle mass, he's a skinny guy. But that's what happens when you run freaking 50 kilometers, 42 clicks. I will never be doing that. I won't be running that much before my freaking squat sessions or after my squat sessions. But when you look at somebody like, I don't know, a footy player here in Australia, some of these on-ballers, man, some of these rovers, man, they run 15, 20 Ks. And some of these boys look buff as hell. They look strong because that sport is not just about running. It's about also wrestling and tackling somebody to the ground and, avoiding, going to the ground and whatnot. So you need strength and you need endurance. Those boys are not, a lot of those boys are stronger, like bigger than me. And yet they run 20 Ks on a Saturday, footy game, Sunday footy game. So to think to yourself, if you run too much, you're going to be a skinny guy. It doesn't have to be like that. I think there is a blend here. So all you guys who are concerned about, size, I don't want to run because I'll lose my size. It's all in the dose, and I'm, for a very long time, I kind of had enough of running. I ran all my life, basketball and soccer. And I thought, I don't need to do that anymore. The motivation right now for my running is purely just lower leg musculature. I want to get stronger. I want to get better dorsiflexion. I want to be, I don't want to have flat feet when I'm squatting. I want to be able to resist that flattening. And I think running is a great way. Like, if you jog like a boxer and you're on your toes, that's a great way of going about it. Obviously, you can also go to the other extreme and freaking run like a maniac, 10 Ks as fast as you can and whatnot. Like, if you get really good at that, to my understanding, I'm not a pro at running at all, but that looks to me like if you're heel striking and you're using different muscles. So even saying running, it's encompassing a lot of different modalities. Like you can go from marathon running to sprint running, 100 meters to 42 kilometers. That's a big freaking difference. So if you think running is going to make you look like Kipchoge, it's not the case. I honestly don't know what Kipchoge eats, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe I am a 100-kilo man going for a run, and I'm burning a lot more calories than I don't know how much he weighs, Kipchoge. But I don't know if there's any other 100-kilo men out there running impressive marathon times. To me, from what I can kind of understand, is that you're not going to see anybody 100 kilos win a marathon race. If you guys know anybody, I would love to look that guy up, or girl, probably a guy. Somebody that's 100 kilos running a marathon at a depressing time. Like if there is a human being out there that's doing that, I got to see that, man. I have to see that. So maybe that's why I got this huge appetite, because I'm a 100-kilo man going for a run. So I'm moving a lot more mass around the place, right? For every step is a lot more force going through my feet than Kipchoge. And if you multiply over freaking the course of the 5 minutes that I was running, you got some different expenditures happening there. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Because ultimately, if you are improving your appetite and you're spending 80% or 90% of your training with weights, squat, bench, deadlift, and then you do a bit of running, let's just say purely for the appetite reasons, then you go home and vacuum the whole fridge, you're going to get stronger. You're going to get stronger. I mean, I've always said to you guys, I don't have a big appetite. I eat twice a day, mostly, sometimes 3. But it's usually twice a day I eat, if I'm running, man, I'm eating 3-4 times a day. I'm eating 3-4 times a day, man. Like, I don't see this appetite slowing down. And so today, again, I ran 500 meters before the session, 500 meters after the session, and it's comical to say 500 freaking meters. Like, what the hell? It's a very low distance, but that's purely because I'm trying to ease into it. I can run longer. Like, I wasn't exhausted at all. It was just, I started getting tired again in the Achilles. I started getting tired in the calf. My feet started feeling, fatigued, as funny as that is. My lungs and my heart, like, I'm not huffing and puffing at all. I mean, look at this pace, man. Like, it's a walk. So I can run longer, but these structures within, lower leg structures, they need to get stronger, catch up. Supporting 100 kilos. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of weight to go from the couch to freaking running 10 Ks. That's a dangerous proposition. You're probably going to snap yourself up. So, after this video, I'm going to go back in the house and eat some more. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4th meal of the day. And it's 8 p.m. 4th meal and I'm going to have a big meal. Like, I feel empty. You know what I mean? So, I'm 99, 100 kilos. I think it was 99 the other day. I'll keep you posted, man. I see 105 very shortly. if I continue to eat 4 freaking meals, I'm doubled my freaking meals, man. If I continue to eat 4 meals a day, and I continue to hit my squats, sets of 10, you know, work up to singles with front squat. I mean, one of these days I'll go back to rack pulling as well. You know, I'm almost 100% with the throat. It's still kind of swollen, but, you know, I'll eventually, when I feel 100%, I'll go back to rack pulling and deadlifting, and then finish those sessions with running. Oh, my Lord. My food expenditure in the house is probably going to double, purely because of me vacuuming the place up. So, a lot of you guys have said to me, Ivan, what's holding you back the most is you don't have enough muscle mass on your body. You need to get some muscle mass. And I've always said, well, I don't want to force myself to eat. Who would have thought, you know, a 1,000-meter run every single day is going to open my freaking appetite up like nobody's business. That's how these, you know, goes. Which is funny, right? Like, why would the running open up your appetite? Because the heavier, like, you know, I'm thinking from a physiological point of view. If the body wants to get better at running, right? That's the stress that the body wants to get better at running. Why would running give you a bigger appetite? Because a bigger appetite is going to make you worse at running. You know, stress recovery adaptation, you know, curve. Why would the body want to get you bigger? Because getting bigger is going to make you a worse runner. You know, specifically, you know, when you're talking about weights, there's stress, there's recovery, there's adaptation. Next time you're a bit more resilient to it. That's the whole idea behind, you know, training. But running is making me want to eat like a maniac, which is in turn going to put more weight on, which is in turn going to make me a far worse runner. If I'm 130 kilos, I'm going to be a worse runner than I'm 100 kilos. That's just logic. I might be missing something, but I honestly don't know if there is any men out there who are competitive, you know, elite marathon runners who are 100 kilos. In fact, after this video ends, I'm going to go search the heaviest freaking marathon runner. Elite runner. I don't know. What can I search? New York marathon, Berlin marathon winners and weights. See who the heaviest dude is. Because every time I see a marathon runner, you're talking about a guy who's like, you know, literally has no muscle mass at all. He's just a pair of lungs and a heart, and he's just running. That's all you really see from him. Anyway, I need to go and eat. So I'll leave it over here. Appreciate all of you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.